Like if you give them your exact truth and are open and honest with actually what you want, they might be liking you more than you creating this false narrative.
Yeah.
And I always like to give the example of when people are freshly dating, or not even freshly dating, like if you're trying to impress someone and it's like, should we have Indian takeaway or Thai takeaway for dinner? And you want Thai and they want Indian, but you don't really care that much. So you let them get Indian. And then, so that's 1 point then, -1 for you. Then the next time it's like bowling or the movies. You want to go bowling, they want to go to the movies. You don't care that much. Oh, that's right, Cass, you said it's like low stake environment.
Low stake environment, yeah. So making... it's not even really about giving away your power, but it's making decisions or going along with someone else's decision in a low stake environment that you think has no impact, or is it's because it's what the other person wants. So it's a very low stakes environment. Indian or Thai, low stakes environment.
Yeah.
Bowling, movies, low stakes environment.
But yeah, and then the cumulative effect of that though is where the imbalance comes.
Yeah. And and the other person, and you think about it, like if it's Indian or Thai, you say Indian because you don't really care, but the other person might not really care either. So if you actually say what you want, or you genuinely don't care, but I think it's when you're saying that you don't care when you actually do care.
Yes, that's the point.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, yeah, I had a fight. Well, no, I didn't have a fight with the girls, but my daughter got really mad at me because I've been sleeping in the lounge room on the day bed and giving the girls the main bedroom. And she was like, you have to stand up to your children and take the big bedroom for yourself. And I was like, I actually just don't care. And in that situation, I wasn't banking up little resentment points that they were having I genuinely did not care. So it's also knowing the difference.
Yeah, knowing the difference between what actually means something to you and what you genuinely don't care about. And if something means something to you, if it's Indian or bowling or which house you're going to buy or where you're going to go on holiday, speak up and then have a conversation and decide on what's the best outcome. But don't build up those little resentment.
I know, because I'll tell you where it's going. There'll be a point and there'll be a final straw and you'll yell at them, we always do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And you know whose fault that is?
Yeah. It absolutely, it is.
And they'll be like, what? What are you talking about? Like we just, like, do you know what I mean? We just... Whatever the final straw is, because
it won't be something major. It'll be something really minor, a dish left on the sink or clothes on the ground, or
whatever. It'll just be your tipping point where the imbalance of all those tiny things, and that's how you'll know if something does matter or if it doesn't matter. Because if it genuinely doesn't matter, that won't happen. The eruption won't happen.
Yeah.
But if all those little points add up, and look,
internally,
Captain Guilt, it's an internal thing. Captain Guilty here.
Yeah, me too.
Totally guilty.
Me too.
1,000%. Like, just go along with the flow. Just make it easy for everyone. Don't say what you really want because it doesn't really matter that much, but it does because your body, your central nervous system is taking, it's got the scorecard.
It does. And every time you make a decision that's not in line with what you genuinely want, and it doesn't necessarily mean, every time you make a decision that's not in line with what you genuinely want, it's like a little, your little soul
it's
has
like
a little
scorecard. It's your central nervous system. It's sort of like, and they're all micro. They're micro levels. So you know how I was talking about the 1 to 10 scale and where do you sit on it? Those ones are all like, you wouldn't move a whole bar for one of them. You might even need 100 to move a point. But if you're at a 9 and you get that final tipping point, like that last one that tips you over, it might be the 100th one of that, but all of a sudden that's too much and it explodes. So your body keeps track.
Your body keeps score.
Mm-hmm.
The body keeps score.
Yeah, and it will let you know. Same like the stubbing your toe or screaming expletives at the coffee pot, throwing your phone down on the bed when someone texts you for a coffee. If that results in you stomping around swearing.
you know it's time to
it's time to have a little
little
look
check-in.
Your little check-in.
Little check-in with what's going on inside.
And just like retrace your steps, and where have you been giving your power away? Where have you not been advocating for yourself? Like, all of these are different lenses of the where am I not
being true to myself.
and listening.
Yeah.